Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, all that. How y'all doing? Christmas is 4 days away. Y'all ready? I am. We're good. We're good. When you don't have a large family, it's pretty easy to be ready for Christmas. So, what y'all been up to? Went to my wife's Christmas party last night. Ate too much food. That was it. Waiting for Christmas now. What happened in the stock market? I don't know. That thing went crazy. Something went crazy on Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know what happened. I just saw things drop. Probably the Fed said something or something. I don't know. Doesn't matter to me. SOXL gave us some opportunities though. I wasn't able to totally take advantage of it, but I did add a few, and we'll go over that. We got some assignments. I'll go over that and all the stuff. A lot of stuff went off of, expired worthless or was assigned. And in typical fashion, it's when I get fancy. Some of y'all know my trading strategy is long-term selling puts 30 to 60 days out and just letting them ride. Sometimes I get bored and I get fancy and I want to sell something that's a weekly or just expires this Friday. And typically 99% of the time I do that, I get assigned. and this week was no exception. So let's go over the closes real quick. SOXL, I had 5 contracts with a 20 strike. Closed that expired worthless, total profit 471.60, and that was a 66-day hold. Actually, that's kind of a lie because I've stopped doing this. Like I said, 5 contracts. I didn't sell those 5 contracts all at once. It was 2 here, 2 there, maybe 1 there, and it's just an average, right? And I would do the average. And now I'm gonna just do them line by line. Bath and Body Works, I had a 27.50 strike on it. That expired worthless, profited 149 bucks there. It was a 53-day hold. TNA, I wish that thing would come back into, it might be. I'll have to look at the charts again. Had a 35 strike on it, profit of 103 bucks. That was a 52-day hold. SOXL again, 23 strike, had 2 contracts there. Expired worthless, so $331 profit there, 50-day hold. Bitto, that's Bitcoin futures ETF, I do believe. Had a $16 strike on it. Profited 96 bucks there, 46-day hold. Kellogg, because they're great. Had a 17.50 strike on it. I'll have to look at that again. There's probably no premium there. Food stocks normally don't. This was through earnings, so that's why the premium was decent. Collected 69 bucks there, 39-day hold. New Fortress Energy, had a covered call on that one at a $10 strike. So those got called away. I didn't want to own them anyway, so that's okay. $139 profit there on the covered calls, and then there was my cost basis was right around 960, so another 80-ish bucks off the stock sale. So happy there. Another SOXL expired, 23 strike. Profited 109 there, 39-day hold. SOXL $25 strike. 3 of those contracts expired, $362 profit, 39-day hold. And then SOXL $25 strike. Only 1 of those, 31-day hold, $181 profit there. Pfizer had a 25 put strike. This was a short-term one. This one didn't freaking burn me. Profited 45 bucks there in 9 days. Spit, one of the income ETF plays. Someone had asked me, had left a comment. I didn't respond because I'm still working on this. If you look down here, it says carry solo income portfolio. So I'm working on trying to figure out that if I were to pass away prematurely, what holdings would I want my wife to own that would at least partially replace my income, right, and allow her to not have to stress too much over money. And this is one of them tentatively. This is a pretty new one. I've done a video on spit before, but yeah, I'm working on that. Eventually I'll have it done, and I'll share it with you in a new video. So it's one of those that I kind of like, though, because over the past 8 months, it's kind of just traded sideways, and that's okay for an income fund. And it's kicked out some pretty nice income. So I sold 2 short-term puts on that at a 20 strike and got 10 cents a piece on those. So profited $19 on those 2 contracts. So then I bought 200 shares because it was assigned. So that's fine there. And then SOXL, again, tried to get fancy. I was like, let me just do a 29 strike. It was at $30.75 when I did it on the 17th. Got $55 for it. And of course, I got assigned on that, but that expired worthless, so $54. So I now own 200 shares of SOXL. So did I take advantage of that down day? A little bit. Let's look at what we did opening wise. That was assigned. What was the dates anyway? The 16th. Okay. So that was assigned. SCHD sold a 28 strike out to January 17th. That's one of these that I would like to hold in the solo income portfolio. And I do own, a few hundred shares of it. But I figured I was going to buy 100 shares it was trading at 28.10, I think. And I said, well, I'm not going to miss out on anything. I'll sell the put and get $30 for it. And, yeah, that's what it is. So if SCHD is at $28 on January 17th, I'll be buying some with a cost basis of $27.70 instead of the $28.10 that I was going to buy 100 shares at anyway. So that's one way to get into stocks that you want to own. SOXL sold a covered call against that assigned put that was assigned to me, the 29 strike, wherever that went. It's up here somewhere. So I pre-sold the covered call out to that's the wrong one. That's not the wrong. I sold the covered call on the 100 shares that I already owned at a 40 strike out to January 17th and collected $103. And there's that assigned one that I got assigned at 29. Then I went and sold another SOXL when it was selling at $31. Sold the 24 strike, collected $121 there. Another one on the 19th when SOXL dropped, it was at $26.50. I went to January 17th at a 23 strike, got $162 for that. And then I did the January 31st 24 strike. That was a little bit fancy, and I'll show the chart here in a second. I got $210 for that. And here's the pre-sold covered call that I sold on Friday for the shares that are assigned to me today. Went out to January 3rd, what's that, 2 weeks. Did the 30 strike because I was assigned at 29. Got $80 for that, or 79. So that's it. Profit for the week, realized profit, $2,130. So not bad at all. Okay. Premium cooking right now. I do have a little bit left. And I have one more SOXL put that's expiring next week, which is $133. And then for January, we have $1,930 of premium cooking. So I'm going to start looking to fill up February here because that's pretty decent for me. What else was I going to look at? Holdings. Yeah, there's the SOXL, got 200 shares. I don't know what I did. I rounded up TLTW. I think I rounded up SCHD from 313 to 320. I think that's about it. And there's the spit 200 shares. So That helped my dividend income, $377.53 per month, and then $449 from the cash holdings interest, so $827.02 of dividends and interest income average. So people always ask me, what's the price target for SOXL? Well, let's take a look here. Here's the chart. Right now it's sitting on support, $26 support right now. And it's trading at 27.22. Previous support or previous resistance, 35.26. So if you really wanted to sell like covered calls, and you didn't want to let your shares go, typically this is the area you want to be in, because it will reach that point and kind of just bounce off of it. It may not, and you may not let your shares go. So if you want to let your shares go, sell your covered call in the range below that, above the support and below the resistance, and then you have a more likely chance to have your shares called away. But long term, still, that $23 mark that I mentioned previously is still there. But right now, 26 is the as long as we don't have any bad news, 26 will probably hold, and that's from here to here. It's pretty strong support right there. So that's it. Let's look at TNA while we're here, because I've been wanting to diversify a little bit away from SOXL, but as long as SOXL trades in this range, I'll keep playing it. TNA's chart I don't like as much. They showing support. Fidelity shows support at 40. But as y'all know, I typically like to go below that. And so where's the next level support? Probably right around here-ish, which is, what is that? 35 bucks. So is there any premium at $35? So that's what I end up doing. I look at the chart. Where's the second level of support? And then I look at the option chain. And for some reason, my internet's kind of slow. Fidelity's kind of slow too, really, especially on the web. $35. Yeah, those bid-ask spreads are wide. They're probably not as wide during market hours, but right now 30 cents and 108 is the spread. So that's pretty big. I probably wouldn't do that, but might go out to February and get something under 35 maybe. And Fidelity's going to be slow. But anyway, I'll look at that at another time. So SOXL, I still think $23 is a safe play. 23 to 24 right in there. I say relatively safe. Okay, here we go. What is it? Look at those spreads. Boy, that's a bad part of TNA. Maybe it's different when the market's open. We'll see. But anyhow, hope y'all have a good Christmas. Merry Christmas. Have a good New Year. In case I miss next week's video. Oh, wait. Next week's video. Oh, it'll be the 27th, so it won't be. Next week, I'll probably do a recap of the entire year. Look at I'm not an excellent record keeper, especially of assigned calls and covered calls and all that stuff. Like, if you sold a covered call and the shares went away, I don't really keep track of the profit of that. So sometimes a lot of things will be, it'll show as a loss, but it's really not a loss because I sold the shares and that covered the loss of the call, if that makes sense. Oh, speaking of, I did sell out. I had a long leap call on Vail. Closed it out for 91 cents, so I lost $70 there. I probably won't get back to it, but that's it. All right, y'all. Merry Christmas, ho ho ho, and merry, 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 and all that good stuff. Hope you guys do everything you need to do this year, and hope it was good. And we'll talk to you next week. Thanks. Bye bye. I am not a financial advisor. The information contained in this video is for entertainment and informational purposes only. It is not intended to be investment advice. Please seek a licensed professional for any investment, tax, or legal advice. Thank you.